All right, good morning. Day 15, March Madness. Still handling obstacles, still handling objections with power and energy. It's just going to be great. Oh my goodness. Handling the we're not sure about financing. This is definitely not an objection. This is an obstacle. I may just even change the title on this. Why? They're not objecting. They're telling you they're not sure. When someone says, I'm not sure of something, it means that they just need some education and help. There, done. Back to work, everybody. That was the fastest training I've done in March. Seriously, this is not an objection. This is an obstacle. Let's overcome it together. So, what is the homeowner thinking? Let's scroll down a little bit. There we go. Cool. I don't know if financing is the right option for me. Well, cool. At least they said they're looking at some options. So what are the options? Cash, check, insurance endorsement, mom's money, horse and carriage trade, Bitcoin, promo, secured. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just, they're just not sure of the options. So let's dig in and define what the options are that they're thinking about. Okay, good. I've never financed a project like this before. Mr. Smith, a lot of our consumers and our clients and our homeowners say the same thing. Matter of fact, they didn't even know that they could finance this deductible. They didn't even know that they could finance this insurance project. They didn't know that they could finance their hardy board or their roofing coating. They just didn't know. So tell them, hey, we got a consumer credit center. We're here to help you. We're here to give you low monthly payment options for you to choose from. Because I don't know how you're looking to pay. But you're going to pay us, right? Cool. I don't want to take on debt for home improvements. Mr. Smith, a lot of people don't want to do that. However, the options are you pay us cash, check, or credit card. What works better for you? We give these options to all of our clients and homeowners to let them decide how they'd like to pay for this. I don't fully understand how the process works. Great. Let me break it down. Chris's Roofing has a consumer credit center. A lot of our clients prefer a 12-month same as cash that don't want to pay interest. Some of our clients prefer a low monthly payment option. Some of our clients like to use the equity in their home. Out of those three options, what sounds more interesting for you? Let me explain the process. You'll scan this QR code. You'll get an approval. You'll choose a program product that meets your budgetary needs. We'll install, and you'll pay over a period of time. How does that sound? This is not an objection. This is an obstacle. Cool. So what does it really mean? Let's break down what the homeowners might be thinking and hesitating about. They have concerns about interest rates or loan terms. Well, everybody does. Let's break it down and talk about it. They don't fully understand that financing isn't a long-term commitment. It's not. There's no prepayment penalty. They can pay off the loan whenever they'd like. They associate financing with a bad experience or higher fees. Oh, yeah, break that down. Ask them the question. Mr. Smith, have you ever financed any of these home improvement projects on your beautiful home? How was that experience? Because I'm going to tell you how it's going to be different with us. Here's how we operate. What if they used a company like Hearth, Enhancify, or Acorn, and the interest rate was 25 to 38%? No wonder. You see how many contractors think that that's home improvement financing. It's not. Those are personal loans. Those are not retail installment contract loans. So your customer may have had a horrible experience with their air conditioning that they financed. Ask them the question and tell them how you're different, for goodness sakes. Okay? They haven't been educated how financing helps manage large expenses more easily. Now, look, this is going to be a $20,000 home improvement project. We're here to make this affordable. We're not here talking about $20,000. We're talking about $180 a month or low monthly payment option that you pay over a period of time, no prepayment penalty. You got to break it down. Large expenses. Maybe they're apprehensive about moving forward because they've got credit card debt. What if we could use our secured loan and the equity in their house, wipe out the credit card debt, pay for the roof with one monthly payment? These are the options that you get to present at the point of sale now to help these people. The financing advantage and the key talking points on breaking this all down. Flexible and affordable payment plans. Financing allows you to spread out the payments so you can get this project done right now without draining or dipping in to your 401k, your checking, or your savings that you've been building up for your family for emergencies. Without it, wouldn't it be helpful to see what the low monthly payment options are? Now, look, I don't know how you want to pay, if you want to use our money or yours, but it lets at least see what the approval and the rates and the payments look like for you, so you can have a better decision on choosing X or Y on how to pay for this. They don't have to do it. It's their choice on how they pay you. Give them the option so they can decide and choose wisely. This also removes that hidden objection and buyer's remorse when they sign the deal and they leave the house. As soon as you leave the house and they sign, they're having discussions. It could be, wow, I can't wait to get this project started. Or on the adverse side of that, it could be, do we really want to spend $20,000 of our hard-earned cash? But imagine if you gave them a 90-day no pay, 18 months same as cash, and you alleviated that buyer's remorse after you've left the home. Maybe that conversation of buyer's remorse doesn't even take place because they no longer feel like they're taking out $25,000 out of their checking or savings that they've worked their ass off for 3 years. Like, think about the psychology of what happens after they've signed your deal and left. Financing isn't just for people who can't afford it. No long-term obligation. There's no prepayment penalty. People think that if they mention financing, they're hurting someone's feelings. You're not. You're actually disservicing them if you don't mention it. If you assume that somebody's going to pay cash, you may have just assumed yourself out of a sale. You never know what's going on in someone's life. You can't judge somebody by their automobiles, their purse, and their shoes. You can't do it. Just give them the options and let them decide. It's an easy approval process. It's a soft credit pull. Scan the QR code. We're going to get you in minutes with no impact to your credit score for the approval. Matter of fact, you can do that for both secured and unsecured through our Consumer Credit Center, Mrs. Smith. These are the key talking points. This is a great training. I'm having a blast on this one. Proven scripts. Now remember, as I always say in this March Madness training, take the framework, build it into your sales process, use your words, but take the framework and make sure that you do this. Make sure that you're role playing, okay? Confidence and clarity. I completely understand. A lot of our homeowners feel the same way until they find out how financing gives them more control over their own budget, your own budget. Would it be helpful if I showed you a small monthly payment that could fit into your finances? A lot of our clients take these out to 20 years, but they pay them off in a couple years with no prepayment penalty. 20 years? Are you out of your mind? That's like my mortgage. Mr. Smith, that's only to give you a low monthly payment option. When you win the lottery in a couple years or you sell your home, you can use your proceeds to pay this loan off. Most of our folks that take out a 10, 15, or 20 year pay them off in 3 to 4, sometimes 2. That's the beauty of financing. There's no prepayment penalty. You can pay these loans off whenever you want. You can make double payments, Mr. Smith. The payment's only $199 a month. You can pay $400 a month. You can pay $199 a month. The option is yours on how fast you'd like to pay this thing off. But what I'm not going to do is take all of your money out of your checking and savings and make it painful for you to regret this project. Let's scan the QR code. Let's go. All right. Flexibility. That makes sense. The great thing about financing options is they're flexible. You can choose which one works for you. You can pay it off early. I just talked about that. Would you be open to exploring what a no-risk approval looks like with a scan of a QR code? It won't even impact your credit score. We already talked about the keep your savings approach, the quick and simple process approach. Hey, man, I hear you. Some people think financing is a complicated process. No longer do you need to go to a bank and sit there for half an hour and go back and forth with paperwork. We're going to do it right here, right now. It's a paperless, painless process with a soft credit pull. Let's look at the options. This is just fire. You should be taking these scripts and on a weekly basis, building it into your presentation. Your sales pro should be going back and forth and rating each other and gamifying this. You should have a belt of the weekly sales meeting on who wins the obstacles and objection challenge. It should be fun. Your sales rep shouldn't think about role play as scary, difficult, or confrontational. You should have a lot of fun with this. So take these scripts, build them into your sales process, go back and forth. One acts as a sales pro consultant, the other one acts as the homeowner. Like this. I'll see you on the next call, which is, I believe, tomorrow. Hey, we're concerned about the interest rates. That's interesting because so is the Fed.